Today's Sunday, August 2nd, and your grandfather has a 90th birthday coming up. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what some of your earliest and favorite memories are of him.
I would say some of my earliest from when I was a toddler and we were living on Tuscarora Avenue here in Geneseo. His grandpa and you and Graham would come up and visit me, and you got a kick out of the Matchbox cars I would have lined up and organized on that windowsill up there, and you would get the biggest charge out of that. So I remember that. I remember when my mother was in labor with Shawnee P, and you came up and would help out with Aunt Haley babysitting me, and Grandma would too. And you supposedly gave me hash browns, but we'll have to ask Aunt Haley the truth on that one later on. But I remember you always being there in terms of when Mom was expecting with Sean. I remember those Kiwanis Christmas parties too. I don't remember if they were at the Big Tree or the Country Club, but I do remember when you and Grandma would take us to those, and we'd get to meet Santa Claus. All the birthday parties that you and Grandma went to, when it was either Tuscarora Avenue or Mount Morris Main Street or even Albion. I remember you guys were always there along with Grandma's siblings when they were still around. Coffee, and pancakes and donuts after you got back from Mass with Aunt Nellie, and we'd sit down and eat and talk together. You, Grandma, Aunt Nellie, myself, Shawnee, when we spent the night either from Mount Morris or Albion. I remember that. As I got older, I remember senior night, Albion versus Medina, snowy night, probably last Friday in October, I think, or second to last Friday, and you and Grandma bundled up and were there for my senior night. And I remember you guys were in the corner of the end zone where the old concession stand was there at our field at Albion, and I've always appreciated that all those years, and I've never forgot that because that was a long drive on a cold night. I remember talking, going to your house, just talking history and baseball and football with you. I remember going to the wild card game with the Albion marching band. I think it was 1995 when the Bills played the Dolphins, Kelly versus Marino, and my touchdown dance during the pot. You got a charge out of that one, and you still bring that up. I remember when I was living with you for a couple summers. One of the summers we were watching the All-Star baseball game together, and they had the old-timers line up against the baseline. And I remember that brought back some memories for you, so we talked baseball for a while and watched baseball, so that was fun for me. Just today, actually, I was serving as an usher at St. Pat's, and just having a number of people come up and say, how much they remember you at St. Mary's or throughout the churches in the parish, always trying to lend a hand wherever you could serve, whether you're serving the altar, choir, usher, readings. I'm going to be doing the readings shortly here, so definitely that's a thing I remember you for, Grandpa, is, showing us about faith. That's probably what is, what I respect and look up to you most for, and obviously that brings up my confirmation in April when I entered into full communion with the church. And you standing up with me as my sponsor at a long mass, and that's something that I'll never forget, and I love you for that, and I respect you so much for showing me and talking with me about our faith and helping me to grow in that respect too. So, and Grandpa, most of all though, I'm excited that you broke the mixed record, your father's record, and I think Uncle Ray was maybe the second oldest, if I remember that correct. So the fact that you're turning 90, happy birthday, Grandpa. Proud to be your grandson, proud of you, and I love you very much, and look forward to more memories to come, and I hope you have a wonderful 90th. We all love you.